I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya.
What's best for the community, and that's the goal.
2 projects are now going on in Palm Coast Town Center. Developer Jeff Douglas of Douglas Properties walks us through what's happening in the Innovation District.
We've got the Palms project, which are 88 apartments that will be there right next to the high school. And we've got the next 233 units that many can see now. The elevators are going up as we speak, so that project is on the east side of the movie theaters.
Douglas says he's also hoping to begin phase 1 of a new entertainment district soon,
which will be restaurants, food, retail, and some local offices that will be directly across the street from the movie theater. So when we have events, you'll have a place to eat before and after, and bring your family.
Douglas has big goals for Palm Coast. A decade from now, he talks about his vision and what he thinks Palm Coast will look like.
Town Center is a place where 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and 50 years from now, when people have invested in it, local people, small businesses, even small families, retirees, that when it comes time to sell it or put money back in it, that the market is there, the economics are there, the vibrancy is there, and it's attracting more and more young people, more and more retirees, just like Gainesville in the university towns with all ages in there. It's a healthy community, so it continues to reinvest in itself.
This portion of Flagler's Morning News brought to you by the Daytona Beach International Airport, Delta Airlines nonstop to Atlanta, and now nonstop service to New York City via American Airlines.
Continued grant funding is enhancing public safety efforts in Flagler County. John Arking reports.
The Flagler County Sheriff's Office was recently awarded a $150,000 grant to fund a dedicated sexual offender and predator detective and a part-time crime analyst. That brings the total for 2019 to nearly $700,000 for public safety efforts. The latest grant was solicited by the Department of Justice for the Smart Fiscal Year 2019 Support for Adam Walsh Act Implementation Grant Program. With the growing number of sexual offenders and predators residing in the county, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office Grants Unit applied for the grant, which is designed for counties that require assistance with compliance issues and data collection. Since June, the office has arrested 4 individuals for sexual offender violations. Sheriff Rick Staley says they take sexual offender compliance seriously and will now have dedicated positions to look out for violations. Additional recent awards include a safety equipment grant for just over $10,000 from the Spirit of the Blue Foundation 501c3 for Power Flare LED flare kits for the Sheriff's Traffic Unit. That allows the unit to set up temporary traffic control patterns while working collision scenes, checkpoints, roadblocks, or other situations where they need to redirect and control traffic flow. It's primarily funded by a generous donation from Law Enforcement United, a national organization of active and retired law enforcement officers, along with surviving family members of lost officers. Additionally, the Sheriff's Office has been awarded a $16,108 grant from the Award Burn Justice Assistance Grant Program to support their Real-Time Crime Center, a centralized technology center giving patrol deputies and detectives instant information to help identify patterns and stop emerging crime. The grant covers the cost of the investigative software needed, as well as equipment and training. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
3D printers are not new to students in Flagler County schools.
We've had 3D printers everywhere from elementary through high school for years in our career pathways.
Lynette Schott is the Executive Director of Student and Community Engagement in Flagler County. She said I3 even created a leg for a dog on a 3D printer when the dog lost its leg. To hear the entire interview, go to the Free for All Friday pod. It's on the Flagler radio app, which you can download today. Tomorrow, Lynette Schott says we have what employers want. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
A local food drive needs your help to be successful. Tony Magoo has the details.
Women United Flagler is seeking volunteers for the group's Chicks with Cans food drive, October 4th and 5th, and October 18th and 19th. Volunteers will stand at one of 4 Flagler County Publix locations and collect food and monetary donations for Feed Flagler, which provides Thanksgiving meals to families in need this holiday season. The group has collected approximately 63,600 pounds of food since its inception. Volunteers are encouraged to recruit a friend or coworker to join them, since the goal is to have at least 2 people for each Publix time slot. Volunteers are asked to sign up to work 2-hour shifts and will be given a Chicks with Cans pink t-shirt. The group's mission is to create positive, measurable, long-term change in the lives of women and children. Anyone interested in joining the group is asked to contact Cassidy Denslow at 310-7932. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.